Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the Oracle reading number 3, and this is gonna be very exciting. This is what I was looking forward to the whole week because with the Oracle messages, it can be heard and can be watched anytime. Depends on when someone meant to hear something. So it's gonna be random messages. We don't know what to expect. That's why I like it very much. However, I will only do one oracle reading a week because I believe in the random meanings of things. So let's go to the reading and see what Spirit trying to tell all of us right now. Okay, so let's start. I will draw 3 cards from the tarot to see if we got some sort of like main guidance or guidelines for other messages to come in. So let's see what we have. Messages that you meant to hear right now. The 5 of Wands. There's there's a changes coming in, and I have the feeling that people still resistant to admit some sort of truth, clarity. So let's see what is the second card, and we will get the full message. Now the second card we have the 7 of Wands. Now, it's exactly what I said. So, there's a conflict or the changes wants to take place. It's like when you want to build a new garden, you will have to clear out all the grasses and the junks and anything that stop like obstacles in the gardens that you need to clear. The weeds, the unhealthy plants, and all sort of things. And there's the resistant energies here with the 7 of Wands. Now I wonder what triggered this. So we'll get the answer with the third card and find out what is going on right now. It's like it's the call for you to stop resisting, to try to convince yourself on something, because the energies of resistance, it's like the alarming. It's an alert from your higher self when you about to make mistake again. So that is the feeling right now with the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, this is about, how I say, there's something potential here, but the way you approach to this potential, there's something wrong about it. So they asking you to revise the method, the attitude of when you want to do something, especially when it comes to connection with people, because the King of Cups is all about emotion. So it's like they asking you to protect your feeling, to respect your feeling, respect yourself before you can enjoy any connections with other people. So this is what it's about. Now, okay, so with the Celtic, we will have the first one. The Morrigan, power, courage, and strength. This is about, how you learn things, how you have trained yourself, how you have come so far to this point right now, and they're asking you to revise if you really apply the lessons you learn into the reality yet, because you only feel these confusions, things unclear, when you choose to ignore the fact, the clarity, the truth, the nature of something. Um, it's very simple. It's like if someone mistreated you in the past and you chose to ignore the time that they caused you all the trouble, and like you ready to compromise again, that is the alarming thing that spirit trying to advise you to. You have to do it from the inner self power. Have to listen to your higher self, what they want, because what they want is the will. You have to serve that higher purpose. It's like the energies of the Eight of Swords, so like someone going through a battlefield of minds and thoughts and being confused and refused. But the thing is, someone refused to see the truth. So someone choose to be blinded, blindfolded. Okay, so let's see what the second card we have. Divination, guides, Occam, tree spirits. So this card is 3-5 is actually the 8 double 4 4 4 8. So it's about building your foundation. Now this is the message about this is the divine timing. You cannot ignore the divine timing, because if you ignore it, you might possibly go back to square one, where you first started all the mistakes, to learn that process all again. Now, when we ignore the lessons we learned and we refuse to apply it into our real life, there's no other way that you have to go back and learn it again. It will slow down the process of you fighting your journey. It will slow down the blessings to come in. But more scary is you gonna be back to that dark period, and you don't want to to go back to that, because when you're still young and have time and have energy, it's okay to make mistakes. But when we're getting older, the time is shortened. We don't have that much time in one lifetime to learn all the lessons that we register for. The tree spirit is also speaking about the blessing coming in to help you grow. It's a symbol of longevity. It's a symbol of building the mechanisms for abundance to flow in. It's also asking you to find that balance, like a tree, how you root yourself for the new time to come. It's like the new era that you're stepping in, and you really need that foundation, especially when it comes to emotional connection with people. You want to experience the new experience with people. You don't want to re-experience what you already went through, especially if it's the painful time. You don't want to re-experience that. Okay, so let's come to the angel's answer. This is the angel answer oracle cards by Radley Valentine. Okay, so the first card we had, you are ready. So the time is so close, it goes with the divination. It's perfect combination. So you about to unlock or open a door of what you manifested for. So I have a feeling there's some challenge here from the old connections, whoever that you're dealing with. It can be work, it can be relationship, it can be any connection that important or matters to your life, depends on what you're looking for. Now they come back to see if you really change, if you really learn. they here is the universe, the spirits, the angels, the guides. They want to see if you're getting ready. And you are ready more than you actually believe. You just need to keep remembering that doesn't matter what's gonna happen in the future. The happiness by your choice. Like things that make you feel completed is the right final answer for you. That's what you're looking for. You don't want to compromise to be happy, because even you compromised and you feel happy with that, but then it will create the conflict between you and your higher self, because you cannot live with the true identity that you belong to. That will be okay. So the second card, ask your angels. Now they asking you to ask for help. So if you somewhere alone, and especially at night when it's peaceful, if this is the full moon, but I don't think this is the full moon because it's coming to the end of the month, you should pray, meditate, or asking for help just by speaking out loud. I wish I had this, I want this. Or the easier way is to write down the details of what you want. I'm doing that too. Now if you want something, write down and very details about that thing. For example, if you want a car, you have to write down what make of the car, what size of the car, what colors of the car, what anything that you can think of. The more details the better. And you can do that on a human being too. You need to write down what type of person, what is the qualities of the people that you're looking for. Okay, so let's come to the rose. I hope I have enough space today for the table. Let's see what is the rose oracle card say. This is the rose card is about healing. It's about inner self growth. So that's why I choose different oracle cards to make sure that we cover everything. And I got the romance angels today, so we will get to that. Open, say yes, expand through the extreme, trust life. Now you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust the process. You have to trust what I say, because I wouldn't mean to say anything to confuse people or to scare people. Because what I'm always trying to say is, as long as you take that words from me, reinvent in your imaginations of how you would approach your situation, you will find the key to solve anything. That doesn't matter what situations it is, hard or dilemma or jeopardized situation, you will find the key to unlock it. So the spirit try to say, yes, you are ready. You have to go through these pains to learn something, because this something will allow you to be happy later on, and it's gonna be an era of happiness and joy. And you have to trust that. You cannot just make a very swift, unstable decision, especially when it comes to someone here. So this is about open your mind. When you open your mind, you will understand why you choose to be happy, why in the past you didn't do it. You will see the contrast of things, because obviously that we all want to be happy. So because the incentive, the drive of what we do is to be happier, or looking for that infinity happiness, the genuine happiness, That's why we will contrast the situations, and then we will see what's missing. Now, the only way to do it, I keep saying it all starts with your mind. Open your mind. Because when you open your mind, you can open your heart. Okay, so the second card. Let's see what we have. The second card we have is the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. Now this is like the manifestation from your ancestor trying to guide you through the portal, because you are stepping into your new life, and actually you never lived your life until you fully awakened. The reason why I say that, because I experienced that moment, and then I realized that the whole time I was just learning. I never really had a chance to live my life. So you are also the same, because if you don't unlock your mind to understand what happiness is about, what is the right way to enjoy life, everything that we experience so far is just a little taste of how it's like in the future. And we all have to go through the same process in life. Doesn't matter how old are you at the moment. Because a lot of people, I noticed, I observe people a lot, especially people around me, daily life, other sign. There are a lot of people, they don't learn. They become ignorant. They just, because they've been influenced by the 3D materialism. Now they never open their eyes, and they never know anything. It's to be honest, I rather be poor but understand things than being rich but do not understand what I'm doing, because obviously the material is something, a big distraction. It stops people from seeing things, and they become ignorant, they become cold, and when they die, they don't know why they should die or why they should stay. So speaking about that, I remember I was talking to someone. I can't remember her name now, but I was talking to her on phone because she was asking me about twin flame and kind of like purpose. So I did say this, and it's really worth thinking about. Now, imagine the minute before you die. How you imagine that how you die? Are you going with the satisfactions of this life, that you know the reason, you know everything, you have conquested all the tasks, all the quests that you register? That's when you're feeling a relief moment to go back and reunion with your family. Or you want the moment you die, you regret you didn't see it, you didn't learn, you missed all the opportunity, you wasted all the times, and then you just want to live. You wish that you could live a little bit more so you can start to turn back and do things. But that means you failed your task, your quest. So to allow yourself the moment you die and you feeling happy and relief, you just want to go back to it to enjoy your family now. This is the process that we have to go through to get to that moment. So question is, if you get a connection that you're feeling beaten up and down, do you think the moment you die, you wish that you could bring that connection with you, or you feeling like, oh, I don't know why I kept coming back and wasted my time? That is really question that you should ask yourself, and it work on anything else, all the aspects in life. You ask yourself why today you should do this, because you make sure when you die, you completed something. you have experienced exactly the things that you were looking for. Okay, so let's come to this oracle card is the angels and ancestor oracle cards. So angels and ancestor. We have the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So you stepping into the new period. You will be given the new energy. You will be given a new look. You will be given everything new. That's why there was a massive revolutions going on for the past few months to the majority of people. Not just Sagittarius, but Sagittarius has that shape-shifting ability. Now, if you never recognize that ability before, now is the time you should think about it. You are actually more powerful than you think. It's just because before the awakening moment, your mind was locked onto the 3D world knowledge. The awakening happens to allow people to step up to another level, spiritually speaking. That's when you tend to get more spiritual when you hit your 35 to 40. And the older you are, the more spiritual you are. That's why we see these people, the older they are, the more they go to pagoda, go to church, go to pray. But when they were younger, they're very ignorant to these things. They don't care. Okay, so the next card, let's see what we have. So the next card we have is start, trust and thrive. So you stepping into the period of expansion. This is the opportunity. It's like the Ace of Pentacles that handed it over to you. And because they trust you enough for you to trust yourself. To give you that blessings because you have been trained without knowing. That's why I am here to point out for you what is actually going on and why the process has to be that way. So you walking through the portals, and now if you understand, everyone will have a certain blessings, and each period of time of you will receive different blessings. So none of the blessing you've been given will be the same. For example, if that period you need to learn, they will bless you with wisdom, and when you finish that learning process period, you getting ready, and then you can enjoy the material. Because if they give you the material first, you will go corrupted, you will be spoiled, you will forget your task. That's why the right way is to learn first and then manifest for money, to make sure that you use it wisely, and also you know how to enjoy it to the right meaning of it, so you don't exploit the situations and people around you. And a lot of people don't know that they exploited the situations and people just because they go for, because we are influenced by human beings. Everyone was told and taught about money is something that everyone is like the measure for being success, for being happy and all sort of things, but it's not true. Okay, so this is the oracle cards from the Black Mirror. So this is like reflecting your fears to see what you need to work on right now. So let's come to it. Parasite. This is the message that I was just talking about. So sometimes we actually fell in the codependency situations without knowing it. Now, it can be for some people, before you start to get awakening, you tend to like that material life. You tend to go for the easy way, the shortcut, and you become codependent on people because of the money. For example, if they make more money, if they are the breadwinner of the family, it's often the case like that. And because of the codependency is the root of evil for any sort of relationship in this life, partnership, the same. Uh, we become the parasite without knowing it. And by the moment the Tower's moments happened to show you what was going on, it's either you being misled or you being lazy and ignorant to yourself. Doesn't matter what is the reason, because remember, there's no right or wrong. If you don't do the wrong thing, you will never know what the right thing is. So it's the two sides of a coin. So that is the deep fear when you came out of a situation like a marriage, a divorce, whatever, or being fired from work. It's the moment of you facing your fear, and it makes you hate yourself because you realize what is the cause. So you actually paid part of the attendance. So you paid part of the attendance onto or into a situation. But it's okay, because that is the joy of life, to be honest. That's how we learn things. We learn things by making mistakes. The only problem is you're allowed to make mistakes, but you're not encouraged to repeat the mistake. That is the rule. So if you understand that, you can embrace your experience and anything that happened to you, and getting ready for the new blessing and the new life. Okay, so the next card we have, let's see what we have. The next card we have is Masquerade. The Masquerade is, I'm not really sure what is this card about, because I never read it and it doesn't mean anything to me. But the feeling of you have to come to confrontation to yourself, see the truth, and it's because this is the oracle cards about your deepest, darkest fear. So I have the feeling someone is kind of like realizing what they've done in the past. It's go with the parasite here. It's something that makes you hate yourself. But the moment you recognize it is the moment you can turn around and change it. So it's nothing. I think that we should be worried. All we need to know is, as long as we realize where we were wrong, we will know how to embrace it. Okay, so the next two cards is the love, romance, and the oracle cards. Let's see what we have. Now I wonder where I can put this card. I will put... Okay, I will put one here. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, this is what I'm talking about, because of the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, and they ask you to protect yourself. So, it's about you retreat to kind of like working on your visions, your perceptions of connections. If that connections become deceptive, to allow yourself to see through things. Giving it time is one solution. Working on your visions, your mind, your thoughts, spiritually speaking, is another solution. So there's a lot of solution. Number 3 is stay off that connections for a while, to give yourself the insight if you really need that connections or not, It's also another solution. So there's a lot of different solutions, but basically they say you have to retreat to understand what is going on first, because you tend to jump into conclusions so fast. Okay, so another card, the last card for this reading. Oh, sorry, we still have another oracle card, so I will use it, the Magic's Unicorns. So I will use that one. But this is the second card of the Love Oracle. Now, the second card is let go of control issue. Allow these situations to unfold naturally. So I'm very confident to say this is the messages you need to hear right now. Because you're about to jump in the conclusions of an old connection with someone here. I can see it so clearly. Now, they ask you to give it time so it unfolds naturally. Because you don't know if that person changed or not. You don't know your feeling is real or not. You don't know how you're gonna feel in the next maybe week or 2 weeks or next month. So because you don't have enough evidences, scientific evidences for yourself, that's why there's some sort of confusions going on here. And when it happens, most of the time, like I say, the resistant energy is the control issue that you have. Now they're asking you to revise yourself to see if it's really the case. It can be another issue you have, right? But here, there's a control issues that need to be worked on. Okay, so the last two cards is gonna be the Oracle Unicorn. Now I wonder where I can put this card. I will put in the middle of the reading. Or maybe I can put it here. So the Oracle, the Unicorns, open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Now, this is exactly what I'm thinking. Now, if you open your mind to open your heart, remember I was talking about that, you will see why you should love yourself, not anyone else. And then you will understand why you need that person. Because one day you will ask yourself why you actually want that person at the first place. It's just because you were blindfolded, and it's the process of learning, and the situation were designed for you to grow. Now, so when you can do that, dare to be vulnerable is all about acceptance. Accept yourself, love yourself again. Stop that blaming, self-blaming. Then you will see why you deserve love, and you will see actually which person is the one who deserves your love. Okay, so the last card for this reading, let's see what we have. The last card for this reading is the Unicorn Portal. Focus your light, listen for a message. Now, this is about you are entering the portals to the new blessings, to the new life. And you have to trust and listen to your higher self, your guide, and the messages from spirit, because everyone is trying to guide you to the right door. Focus on the light is the healing. The healing here is all about how you recognize your issue, your fears. Once you've done all of that, you will see a lot of sunshine and blessings coming in, and they will guide you to the right way of how to enjoy this life with the right people, with the right emotions, and even abundance. Anything you want will be followed when you master yourself. So that is the message. And also they say, please trust the process, trust the spirit messages. and I'm here to deliver it. So I hope you guys see something after this reading and find the keys to unlock that blockage inside you. So thank you very much, and if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box. Thank you very much, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.